All right, guys, so we are here today with some very, very special guests that came all the way from literally the other side of the planet, right? You guys are from New Zealand. So go ahead and introduce yourself and then tell us your entire life story, more or less.
I'm Isiah Godfrey, and this is Isiah Godfrey. I'm Erica Godfrey. We came literally from the other side of the world to meet Aaron Kyro because he is Isiah's American Idol.
I'm really good at singing, so that would make sense.
Yeah, Isiah's had a bit of a hard start in life. He had ADHD, very severe ADHD, and mild autism as a youngster. A lot of trouble at school, got expelled, a lot of mischief. But we knew the real Isiah underneath that behaviour was a very bright boy, a very caring boy, and eventually he ended up developing a throat tumour.
And how old was he when he...
Seven.
Yeah, 7. At 7 years old, he got a throat tumour. Wow.
And it just started off with a husky voice, a very husky voice, and we took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, oh, it's probably just some nodules or something, yeah, we'll have a look. And after the surgery came out, and he said, he had that look that surgeons have when they've got bad news, he said, you're going to be seeing a lot of me. He's going to need constant surgery. He's got a tumour. It's aggressive in children. He's ended up having 6 weekly operations ever since he was 7, so for the last 7 years.
So every 6 weeks he has an operation?
Yeah.
So the tumour grows and then it gets cut out?
It's very aggressive. If they don't cut it out, it'll close over his airway and he will die.
Oh my gosh.
It was really awful to deal with at first because with the autism he's very anxious, had a lot of anxiety. So for a kid with anxiety to go through a lot of pain and getting knocked out, and he'd wake up vomiting blood and he'd just be hyperventilating, and it was just the most awful thing a parent can go through. You really just wish you could take it on yourself. Yeah, we just didn't really know what to do with ourselves. Things were quite bad for quite a while, weren't they? And he discovered skateboarding.
Wow.
And skateboarding literally saved his life, and it just turned things around. I mean, it probably took a month of extreme rage and extreme frustration to land that very first ollie.
Oh yeah?
When that happened, everything else came.
It just fell into place after that.
Really?
But, yeah. There was a lot of rage to start with, but then he watched the Aaron Kyro videos, Skateboarding Made Simple, and watched the YouTube channel, and
So the first ollie was really hard?
Yeah, it was really hard. It's like, I could do them, but I just couldn't get them off the ground.
Yeah.
We
I
also
couldn't get the back wheels off the ground.
He also has dyslexia and dyspraxia, so the coordination, I actually thought he'd never be able to skate.
Really?
This is one kid that's not going to learn. Just absolutely shocked and surprised me when he learned that first ollie, and then from that starts doing these massive drops and jumps, and just all these tricks, and it's just turned things around. I mean, you just wouldn't even think he's got ADHD anymore in the slightest. He's doing well at school, and I think a lot of that's got to do with all the exercise. I think also a lot of confidence, because a lot of skaters are, alternative people, they're not so judgmental. He still gets bullied a bit. We've had a few incidences at the skate park. Once I took a punch to the face for Aaron Kyro.
You got to tell me this story. I have to know it.
Pick Isiah up from the skate park one day, says, I'm never going back to the skate park, I'm too scared, because this kid said he's going to beat me up. And I was like, okay, well, how about I go and have a mum chat to this boy.
Yeah.
So I walk up to this boy and I hear you've been bullying my boy. And punch me in the face.
He punched you in the face
yeah,
just like that.
Yeah.
You said, I hear you've been bullying my boy, and he was like, basically, boom.
Oh, he said, there were a couple of other words, like, I've got an anger problem and blah, blah, blah. But, and I said, well, you realise this is assault, I could take you to the police, blah, 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 but how about we just have a conversation like normal people?
Yeah.
And I said, what happened? Why you're sort of, threatening him? Because he'd actually pushed him over. And he said, oh, he's pulling faces at me. And I said, let me guess, it looks like this.
And what is that face from?
Aaron Kyro strange board setup video.
Aaron Kyro strange board setup video. Is that the thumbnail?
No, it's like you pull that face in the middle of the video. I think you're talking over.
Is it the one where it goes? Yeah, it does that noise.
We're gonna have to pull that clip.
But,
so you were making that face, and this kid at the skate park pushed you down.
Yeah, he took it the wrong way, and I said, okay, so look, he's pulling faces. I said, look, he's autistic, he's got a throat tumour, he can't talk that well. His way of communicating is pretending to be Aaron Kyro. And the guy's like, oh, Aaron Kyro, and okay, and he's got a throat choke, and things like, so yeah, at the end of the day I took a punch for you, but it also actually fixed the problem, because once he realised that he was just imitating you, and he, you know, apologised and everything was fine after that. He still ran away
from the police.
Oh yeah, when the police turned up, he did a runner and pulled the fingers at the cops. And
he did?
Yeah, the cops chased him around for half an hour or something, took him home in handcuffs and all that. So it was a bit of a drama, yeah. So.
But you've been to the skate park since and seen him, and it's cool, and it's all...
No, he doesn't go anymore.
He doesn't?
No, he got referred to youth aid and that, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, and I also went to the local council and did a deposition, because in New Zealand a lot of skate parks don't have lights or cameras, there's nobody there.
Oh, wow.
And you get a lot of people sitting around, you know, doing strange things in the bushes. So
right.
I went and petitioned them to put up lights and cameras.
People picking shrooms.
What a wild thing.
Yeah, New Zealand's a wild place. Yeah, so when he was little, he was terrified of the surgeries, the operations, you know, being knocked out, and he'd wake up in awful pain, he'd be vomiting blood, he'd be hyperventilating, and it was just the most horrific experience. And knowing that this was going to keep continuing every few weeks, you know, potentially for the rest of his life, could get worse, you know, if it turned into, because it's a, what do you call it, it's not malignant, but it can go that way.
Yeah.
The longer it carries on, it can go into his lungs. It's quite a scary, it's a very rare disorder, but very scary.
Wow.
And he just got to the point where he said, I'm just going to jump off a cliff, I'm going to end this. He was getting quite suicidal, and as parents, that's just
the worst thing you could ever hear.
Yeah, and this was just before he started skating, and then he started skateboarding and literally started jumping off cliffs. And,
you did it.
Yeah, and now before every surgery, we make sure we book afternoon surgeries. So he goes and has his skate in the morning and gets all his anxiety out of his system, gets himself so tired that he just can't even think of anything else. And he goes into a surgery. He plays an Aaron Kyro video on his iPad as he's going to sleep. Yeah, the very upper crust surgeon was like, okay, who's this guy? And another time we showed the surgeon your glass skateboard attempt.
Yeah.
He didn't want to see that. He said, that guy's going to end up in here.
Yeah,
he was not impressed. No, he said, I can't watch that.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to be patching him up in here soon enough. Yeah, skateboarding's just made all the difference. As I was such a chilled out kid now, and he's just got more confidence, and he's still got to go through a lot with constant surgeries, but he's taking it like a man now, eh? Like Aaron Kyro would do it, yeah?
That's awesome. Well, I love that story, and I really appreciate you guys coming out here and telling the story. I think it's important to share that kind of experience with other people, because you never know what people are going through in the world, and it's just really cool that skateboarding can do that.
Well, I think that's really important to give back, because when he was little, there were a lot of older guys in the skate park that showed him how to do tricks and took the time and helped him, and now he does the same with little kids. Yeah, you really like to help other people get through whatever they're going through, because everyone has something that they're going through.
Everyone has something.
Yeah, people bully for a reason sometimes.
Yeah, that's what we've tried to work out, is that even if you get bullied often, you've got to...
Not all the time, sometimes they can just have anger issues.
We've realised there's usually a reason behind that, and you just got to let it go and try and help them be nicer people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Yeah, we're trying to create this community because the skateboard community hasn't been always the nicest community. And it hasn't been like the community that you go into and you're a beginner and people are like, hey, let me help you learn that. But we're slowly doing our best to try and change that and make that the cool thing. Like, the cool thing should be to help people and be nice and don't bully and don't call people names, because it's just the same thing. Like, you never know.
Yeah, I think it has a bit of a reputation from the 70s when like all of the skaters like Dogtown and that broke into all the swimming pools. And
yeah, that's right. That's right. It definitely has a reputation. So yeah, we're gonna change the viewpoint of like the cool thing is to like help people and make them do better.
Absolutely.
So we're working on it, working hard. So yeah, you ready to skate the Braille House?
yes.
He's like, finally. All right, let's go skate. Woo! Woo! Let's go. I'm gonna go right behind you. No fear. Oh! First try! Yeah! Pop shove a tail grab. Oh, you go, I got your back on that. I haven't done a pop shove a tail grab in probably 15 years. Woo! Okay, any spot you want, just go crazy. I got your back.
Carlos, what?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Woo! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yes! Woo! Should we go to the stairs? Woo! He wants to board slide the rail. Do you want to try this?
You got a 50-50 down it.
No! I'll board slide it though.
Oh, am I sensing an Aaron 50-50 in the horizon?
Okay, Gabe, he's making me a bet.
What's the bet?
If he lands the board slide first try, I have to 50-50 it.
Oh my God. Look, okay, I've never needed a trick ever more in my life. You got this.
Board slide it first, yeah, I will.
You didn't try yet.
I am feeling so good right now that I don't have to try that 50-50. Woo! This is like a pretty real handrail. Like if you can do this, you can do a handrail on the street. Probably about as high as some handrails, maybe a little bit lower. I guess the width of it helps. Yeah, like I said, I feel like if you can do this, you can do a handrail. You You ready? Back to back? How did that feel?
Good.
That was good, huh? Woo! 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 First try! Yeah, boy. Woo! Woo! It's gonna do the 3. Woo! Yeah! Braille drop time? How are you gonna go off of it? Seriously? Oh, I think that's sketchier than the Braille drop. He just said Braille drop time. Okay, hold on. So what is your plan here? No, you can't do that first part on the edge. No way! Don't, that's terrifying.
And it's actually like pretty slippery up there.
It's pretty slippery.
It's like more slippery than the hand.
You could jump off of it on your feet first. I'm scared. Are you scared?
Yeah.
We're scared. This was not my idea. This was fully his origination, not my idea. Ow! No way! Don't do that up there! Please don't do that. All clear. Yeah. Oh! I knew it! The Braille drop takes no prisoners. Here. Fresh board, fresh grip, 8.5.
Got a fresh stick.
Thank you guys so much for being a part of this video and coming to watch it. Please, let's leave some supportive comments in the comments section below. Because like I said, you never know what anybody is going through, and we are trying to create this whole skateboard community that is very supportive and grow and make more skaters all over the world. A huge shout out to Isiah, completely killed it, really, really awesome. And I just love to hear these incredible stories of skateboarding saving people's lives. I know you guys got them too. Leave them in the comments below. You guys are absolutely the best, the absolute best. So please click that subscribe button, click that like button, and we'll see you in the next video.